Episode 380. Today we're talking about some standouts in yesterday's matchup between Montreal and Vancouver, and we saw Montreal come away with another win. They've been buzzing lately. They continue to get better, and they're a team that's very exciting to watch right now. A lot of young talent that's been making waves and continues to produce. Their defensive core continues to produce. They continue to get production out of their group up front. And it's just intriguing, obviously, what Lane Hutson's doing. But then you look at Mike Matheson and Noah Dobson, and even guys like Alex Carey. Like you're getting a lot of production from that defensive core offensively, and that's what they need to get out of those guys. And they're getting a bunch of that right now. So it's really good for them, and they're able to do that pretty consistently. And they've been just very exciting to watch. Very exciting team to watch at both ends of the rink. They play a very strong, sound, structured game, and obviously, it's been paying off so far. And Ivan Demidov, he had a 3-point game. He had a goal and 2 assists. He was very noticeable. Another guy that had a multi-point game outside of Alex Carrier was Yuri Slafkovsky, another guy who needed to get on the board in terms of production, and he definitely delivered. He's been ramping it up a little bit more as of late. He continues to grow and evolve his game a little bit more as that power forward and that nuanced power forward, and he's been productive. And then you get Zach Bolduc. He's been lights out for them ever since coming over from St. Louis. He's been a really key player for them, really underrated player, and still only 22 years old and has made an impact already for this Canadiens team. So he's been a prominent piece on their core so far. Has looked really good and really productive offensively. And outside of that, and it was a good thing because they were able to win the hockey game, and Cole Caulfield didn't go get a goal, and I think that's the main thing. Noah Dobson didn't get any points. So they can have games where some of their top guys aren't producing and they're still able to rack up wins, which is to me is really impressive and it says a lot about the team, the resilience of the group and how they're able to just manage the ebbs and flows and be able to do that pretty regularly. So it was obviously something pretty key for them. They were doing a great job of it. And yeah, as for Vancouver's side, biggest thing was Lucas Reichel making his debut ever since being acquired from Chicago for fourth round pick. He makes his debut for the Canucks. He centers the second line between Brock Besser and Evander Kane. Three very different stylistic players, and Reichel has that speed. And it's just the only thing when it comes to Reichel's game that's a knock is just the consistency. He just needs to be consistent, and outside of that, he can become still a legitimate top 6 player. It's just more a matter of he has to blend all the elements together and make sure that he's consistent every single game. But he has all the skill. He is the goal scoring, he has the nose for the net, he has the playmaking ability, he has the ability to compete, and he's tenacious on pucks. He's got really good feet. He's smart. He uses anticipation well. He's able to get above in D zone. He's able to get above on the walls. So you get a player who's smart, but also well rounded. It just needs that consistency factor to get that edge. And so Vancouver is potentially get some more out of him. How much? I don't know, but we'll see how it shapes out with that. And but yeah, he was really Reichel was good to watch. He played sound defensively. He was sound offensively too. So that was a good sign to see. And then Elias Pettersson was lights out in this game, just making passes. Looked like the vintage Elias Pettersson. We have to remember, even though he had one down season last year, the season before that, I believe he had somewhere around 90 points. I could be wrong, but 80, 90 point mark. I mean, this is a guy that has one bad year and all of a sudden everybody's counting him out, which to me is mind-boggling because he's still a very productive player and he can play at his best and everybody has off years, off days, whatever. So, I mean, to say that he's not one of the best players in the league still debatable because the way he's playing so far this year, it looks like he's going to be back towards that 80-point mark. It's just, he looks productive. He looks engaged. There's no more distraction of the JT Miller situation. Everything looks fine now. So it's just up to the guys to be able to deliver and show up regularly. So it's an interesting situation in Vancouver. I mean, Brock Besser's not scoring. Evander Kane has been okay so far. Jake DeBrusk has been great and has been a major bright spot for them. Quinn Hughes he's been scoring, but I mean, he hasn't been necessarily doing a ton so far this year. Connor Garland's been awesome for them so far this year. Philip Hronek, same thing. So you're getting guys, it's a weird mix where their top guys aren't necessarily their top guys out of the gate, and they're getting more depth scoring. So that's a little bit of a weird thing in Vancouver in terms of the systematic style of things and just trying to manage the game and whatnot. But I mean, there's a lot of potential within this Vancouver group. They're still young and they blend that young mix with veterans. So still potential for them to continue to grow and evolve, but we'll see how things play out long term with them.